Hello, everyone, and welcome to another update for the CHFFL. I'm Alex Engler. With me is Marty Kisla, who's been starting to make a bit of a storm in the Monitor Conference. Marty, how are you?
Good. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing all right. I've got midterm, so it's nice to get a little break and chat with you here. So, talk to me a bit. You started out the season 0-3, and now suddenly 2 games won in a row. You're sitting 1 game out of second place, um, and you have an important head-to-head win over Max, who could end up being your main competition for the third playoff spot. So, how did that happen? What did you do?
Well, I thought I had a pretty good team after the draft. I mean, a lot of big names. Larry Fitz, Wes Welker. But then again, those were just big names. And this year with fantasy, it's just been an up and down roller coaster for the downtown 69ers. We had some trouble with the Adrian Peterson fiasco, which unfortunately I will be dropping Mr. Peterson from my squad this week, coming up probably, just because he's taking up space. And there's probably no chance for him to come back.
Understandable. A few bad reports there about his
I really
relation with
missed
the
out
team.
on that backup that Swan scooped. He's been pretty productive, so that was a really big hit for my team. Struggled 0-3 to start, but a lot of trades sent around. I think probably Chris Ivory was a big pickup for me, and even Stephen Ridley was a good pick. I needed running backs to fill the void of Adrian Peterson gone. And I've just been playing the free agency pool pretty well. So, I mean, I basically traded my whole team with the exception of Tom Brady, Zach Ertz, and the defense and kicker, which the Eagles' defense is tearing it up.
Yeah, definitely. I'd encourage everybody, if you go to the homepage for our league, click on rosters up at the top, and you'll see Marty has added from free agency or traded almost every player on his team. You and Minnie are really the two guys who have done that. So, quick question.
Parker has had some trades for the mass amount of his teams. Didn't really help him too much.
No, and I wanted to ask, one of your big wins was against Parker. Did you purposely take every running back that he had, knowing that he was coming up against you?
No, I just wanted a fresh team, but it just happened that way. And actually, ironically, he has sent me a trade for two of my. Actually, one of them that he wants back. He wants Stephen Ridley back, which I think is pretty. So I would actually send Andre Williams and Stephen Ridley and receive Andrew Luck and Sammy Watkins. Andrew Luck sounds nice, Paul, but come on, I don't want to. You gave me Stephen Ridley for a reason. You didn't want him, so.
I had a feeling. I'm actually kind of surprised that I didn't see Luck go into your team right away after Parker made that trade, because he has no real reason for him. I mean, Parker likes Stafford. He has a man crush on Stafford.
At first, he did offer me Stafford. It was the same trade, but instead of Luck, it was Stafford, which was pretty good. But I don't like the fact that Calvin Johnson's out. I don't like that.
Oh yeah, that offense hasn't been as productive as everybody sort of wanted. So let me ask you this: if you knew that you could have traded Larry Fitzgerald straight up and gotten Andrew Luck, would you have done that?
Oh yes, I would absolutely have done that.
Yeah, I have to say, I think that was a little bit of a loss for Minnie, which is good news for you and the rest of your conference, as he's sitting at 5-0. He just made 4 moves again today on waiver, if I'm correct. Seems like every other week he has his whole team, but he keeps winning. What's his secret?
I don't know. Did he change his name again? He did.
Yeah. Full eyes, clear heart.
I guess that's a strategy.
Yeah, I mean, he goes all out. He doesn't get latched on to anybody too much. But looks like you scored 120 points this past week, and now that was more than I know Mark scored because Minnie played him. Mark only put up 86. You were the second top scorer in your conference, third top in the league. So even though the 2 wins you've had, people haven't been putting up points. I think they were both pretty low scoring. The game is starting to look really sharp. So got to congratulate you on those moves you've made.
Oh, I appreciate that. I got a tough game coming up here. This is going to be a tough one to win, I feel.
Yeah. Well, we're starting interleague play this week, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on how the leagues are split up this year because last year it felt like your conference was really outscoring the back roads for the most part. It felt like a lot of the best teams were in your conference, and it feels almost like this year that's starting to reverse. I think Swan looks very strong. Ryan's played well. Grant's played well. Do you think that one conference is stronger than the other so far?
Let's see. I got the stats right in front of me right here. Let's see. You have the 560 points scored and 519 points allowed. That looks like it's the Swan actually has higher than you. So Swan is the one. He has also let up most points as well. So that's where Swan's had a couple. I think he could have been easily 5-0 if he would have played the right people on certain weeks. I think
that would be nice. Oh.
Yeah, I think the Back Roads Conference looks a little bit tougher as a whole right now. Parker's really bringing us down with that 376 points.
Oh yeah.
588 points allowed, Paul. Come on.
I'm playing Pa this week. Not exactly shaking in my boots. So coming up for you here, what do you think are the keys for the 69ers to keep the pace, keep the momentum? What do you have to do moving forward?
I think I have to just keep my players healthy. Hopefully they can just do that themselves. I gotta definitely, as much as it doesn't make sense, but I definitely need a quarterback. Tom Brady needs to go. So all trades are open for Tom Brady. Probably no one wants him. I know that's not very good selling points, but I just need a quarterback.
Sure, you'd be willing to move somebody else to get a new quarterback.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to just play the free agency pool and waiting for someone's running back to go down or so I can snatch up their backup. That's I got Andre Williams. He's projected for 18 points. I think that's the most on my team this week. So
well, you got a huge break this week with Andre Williams. The fact that you already owned him and Jennings got hurt, Williams was already playing well, and now he's the starter for at least a few weeks. So you should have a really big momentum here going into interleague play.
He's being able to produce, but this is where I'm at. The Eagles' defense has been like one of my top scorers. They've been, I think in the past in the past 3 weeks, they've put up 6 touchdowns. So,
I'm sorry, was that your defense put up 6 touchdowns?
The past 3 weeks, they've put on 6 touchdowns.
Well, you got to be happy with that.
Yeah, they've been playing good, but they're actually projected for -1 this week against the Giants. So I got to figure out something here. Hopefully,
with your gut. I had the Patriots, and then I switched them for the Bengals, and the Patriots and Bengals played each other in that Sunday night game, and the Bengals got trashed. So I'd stick with them if I were you. They're number 1 in the league right now.
And my wide receivers are not like any. I don't have like a superstar at all. Like Vincent Jackson. Mike Wallace. They're good players, but they've been making their gains. Like Vincent Jackson got 21 points last week, so that was pretty solid. He only has 2 touchdowns on the year though. So also looking for some wideouts, some good producing wideouts as well.
since I have the advantage of running this show, I'd like to say I'm looking for wideouts as well. Definitely looking to ship Steven Jackson and/or CJ Spiller to get some depth at wideout. All right. Um, that's about all I had for talking about the 69ers and their season so far. Marty, do you have any closing comments?
I mean, that pretty much sums it up. Go 69ers.
I think you have a bright future right now, and I really, I think you got a good shot to win this week, regardless of whatever projections say. Oh, well, I guess you're projected to win by 10 points. I think that's going to be a really fun game to watch, you against Ryan. So good luck with that and with the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right. From myself and Marty, everybody good luck, and we'll see you next time.